simplify it down real quick. This is the main idea. Going back and forth, and we're using that shuffle rhythm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now first off, he's in an open tuning, he's in open G. So I'm going to switch out my guitar right now. Another thing you might recognize, he's a little bit higher in pitch, so we'll have to figure out where.
Yeah, my mama, she didn't love me. She had to stay out all night long. Oh, Lord.
Here, this 4th fret. Let me place that capo on the 4th fret here.
Well, my mama didn't love me. She had to stay out all night long.
Now here's the riff. This is kind of almost the main riff. This is a variation of the main riff. Here's what we'll call this second chord repeated stabs.
I was boogie boogie in a house.
This is the main riff. Let me stop it here. There's a couple ways you can do that. You can do it with a slide. I think this is what he actually did. With kind of one finger sliding up like that. You can also do it with hammer-ons. You want to make sure that these top notes are nice and short. So what he's doing there is he's muting with the left hand. So after he plucks, left hand comes down to mute those strings. There he was just playing a variation where he goes up a little bit higher. And there he's just going, instead of going the 2nd, 3rd, 4th fret, he's going 3rd, 4th, 5th. So that sounds like this. So we'll go back and forth between those two like this. Lower. Higher. Lower. He's also kind of giving it a pulse with that right hand, kind of giving it a little bit more oomph and more power to it. So that'd sound like this.
And when I got there, I said, yes, people.
New chord.
They were really having a ball.
Now, this is the chord he's playing. He's actually playing what looks like a C chord here. This is a really unusual chord. In the open G, you're going to have to use your left hand to kind of mute some of those strings and combination of the right hand. So it's kind of like up, slap, 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 like that. It's back.
Yeah, they got there. I said, yes, people.
Here's this new part.
Yeah, they were really having a ball. Yes, I know.
New part. He's placing that slide where he would do the, but he goes it up here. But then he's going to do this kind of repeated stab thing where it's like this. Here, just do upstrokes kind of very quickly with the index finger. Right after that, he's going to go back into the riff.
Boogie Chillen.
It says Boogie Chillen. Here's the 4-chord part. Let me show you that. He's going to start with this G7, kind of like this, first finger or whatever finger on the 3rd fret relative to the capo. And then he's going to go up to the 5th fret and just play it to that string there. And then he's going to do this riff. So this is a common riff. You see, once you bar this fifth fret, a relative fifth fret off, up 3 frets from where our bar is, and going back and forth between that first string. And you can play that on a bunch of songs that go up to that 4 chord in open G. This comes up a lot. It is. Back to the riff.
One night I was laying down. I heard Mom and Papa talking. I heard Papa tell Mama.
Now sometimes he throws this kind of riff, he kind of mixed them together. So he'll do
to let that boy boogie woogie. Cause it's in him, and it got to come out. Well,
Same
I felt
idea.
so good,
back to that C chord shape.
and I went on boogie wooging just the same. Yeah.
Now he's sliding in that first 2 strings. He's about to go to that 7th chord repeated stab, I think. Back to the riff. Higher riff. Back to the lower. Cool. So he's just finishing off with kind of a 7th chord like that. This is how you play the 7th chord in open G tuning. So those are the parts. Pretty easy, you know. It's just those 4 things that you got to remember and have fun playing it. You can also kind of do this in standard tuning. Let me show you that real quick. So here's my standard tuning guitar. What I would recommend to try to get all this stuff together, instead of doing it with a G chord like this, I think it's best to actually do it with an A chord, because that allows you, when you're doing a bar chord or partial A, you can make the notes really short. And this is what ZZ Top did with this song when they wrote LaGrange. They're playing this A chord and they're making it short by using our pinch technique. So we're just pinching down when we want the note to ring out, and then when we want the chord to stop, we just release tension and it stops. Okay. You can also use left hand muting here, but this is the riff in open tuning, key of A. You can use the first finger slide. And then you can do the higher part with those variations, either hammer on or slide. I think it's actually easiest to do a slide, and it's fun to play that way. So to hit those 7th chords, now we're just going to go. Here's our 7th chord, A7, and then you can go back to the riff. For that weird shape when we're playing an open G, when we play the C chord shape, to do that here, what we're going to do is play a D over C. So this is a D chord here, D power chord, and then have the C note in the bottom. It's kind of like a D7 inversion. So you have the D over C, sounds like that, and then you're just going to go back into your normal riff. Finish it off with an A7. Okay, that's it. All right, so I had a lot of fun showing you this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.